Okay, now we're going to be discussing the autopilot and the flight director. As you can see, we have the autopilot here. And the autopilot has all sorts of modes of operation. Let's start with the button on the right. The first button on the right on the top is autopilot on, autopilot off.
Approach 2622, flagship.
The second button after that autopilot button is yaw damp. And also you're able to turn on and off the yaw damp.
622 Delta 2461, good day.
What the yaw damp does is basically when the autopilot is on, you're able to absorb those rudder movement with a dampener that will actually make the flight much smoother instead of the tail of the aircraft swinging left and right. The yaw damp will maintain that tail of the aircraft solid and not moving as much and creating passenger discomfort.
So it's like a rudder trim, basically. Something like that.
That's right. Similar. No, it's okay. It was flashing, so I made sure it's back on. So now we're good. Then after that, we have approach mode. Approach mode is when you're shooting an instrument approach. You're going localizer, you're going VOR, whatever approach you're doing, you can select approach mode, and it will actually maintain with precision your final approach course. Next button is nav. Nav is what we're doing now. We're navigating India Oscar Whiskey, which is the next intersection. The next mode selection is heading. Whatever the heading bug is selected, it will maintain that heading bug. Yep. So if you're holding 300, selecting heading, it's going to maintain that heading. Then, coming back down, we have altitude mode selection, which is what we are right now, maintaining flight level 220 on the altitude selector knob, and that's altitude, and that's what's giving us
Flight 4072, contact Detroit approach 126.22.
The ability to maintain our altitude. The next mode selection is indicated airspeed, which I don't recommend using much because it tends to oscillate. But you can select indicated airspeed and it will maintain a certain airspeed when you're descending or climbing.
I see.
Then we have the flight director, which is on. It's green, it's on. Then we have soft ride, which is able to maintain smooth when you're hitting bumps and moderate turbulence. You're able to maintain smoothness of flight by hitting soft ride. That means the autopilot control forces are not as solid. It's more of a smoother
78, climb maintain flight level 190
operation. Then you have, oops. Push that button by mistake. Okay, autopilot on, heading and altitude, and nav selected. And let's get 200-300 feet per minute down so we can get back to flight level 200. Looks like it climbed up a little bit. Coming down?
Slowly, very slowly. You have the altitude on? Yeah.
Let's see.
No, altitude. No. Southwest 2621, flight maintain, flight level 230. Let me engage, hold on,
Disconnect it.
No, I'm going to engage it.
Okay,
green 33 cross.
Okay, now you're good. 1 minute.
2000, Detroit altimeter 3016.
Go down 300-400 feet.
We did 12,000 on 3016, Delta 333. Stocker 6103, cross Gemini at 12000, Detroit altimeter 3016.
Vertical speed, and what do you have, 500 feet per minute? No, put 300-400. Put 300. Let's get back down. That's still a little bit high. Excellent. Beautiful job.
AC 5878, clear direct to Waterville and climb and maintain flight level 230.
Excellent. Altitude, nav, we're good. Then we have half bank, which is when you're turning, you have the ability to go left or right, but it's not as steep of a bank, maybe 10 degrees or so instead of 20.
Cleveland Center Cross Gemini at 12000.
And next one is test. When you're doing a test for the autopilot, you do it on the ground. You can select test and then check all the lights and make sure the test passes.
5878, climb maintain flight level 260. Dock 6103, contact Detroit approach 126.
As we're looking at the HSI,
2622, Shackle 613.
which is right there. We have those green lights. AD means autopilot is on. Yaw damp. YD means yaw damper is on.
Contact Cleveland Center 127.
NAV means nav is on and nav selected. And altitude on.
6190 cross Gemini 12000. Detroit altimeter 3016. 16 in the meter Gemini.
You got heating on, high, vent. Kill the cooling circ. You got it on off? Cooling is off. Yeah. Cooling is off, and heating system is on high. What is the flood? And don't worry about this. Keep it on low. That's good. All right, we'll come back with the next session.
0 Hotel Sierra, contact Cleveland Center 127.67.
127.67, 0 Hotel Sierra. So long.
See ya.
Good evening, Center. Pilatus 900 Hotel Sierra, flight level 220, direct to India, Oscar Whiskey.
Pilatus 900 Hotel Sierra, Cleveland Center, good evening.
Okay.